Hello everyone, welcome to PÖFF TV. We are right in the heart of the Black Nights Film Festival 2025, and it is my pleasure today to welcome to the studio the filmmakers of the movie Patty is Such a Girly Name. We have the director, Giorgos Georgopoulos, and one of the main actors, Mort Klonarakis. Welcome.
Thank you, thank you.
How are you guys feeling?
Excited?
Yeah, we're fine. We're really fine. It's like great to be here, and we're really proud to be here too, because
Yeah.
this is a really important festival for us.
We're also very proud to have your film as one of the foremost films today on the first day. So the movie is having its world premiere.
Hmm.
I can imagine there's been a lot of work and a lot of time that has gone into getting to this point.
Hmm.
How are you feeling about having your world premiere here?
Well, it was one of the main goals to have a world premiere in an important festival. So today we'll see what happens, what's the impact of the film, especially in an international audience, and that's always different of the impact in our audience in Greece. So I'm really excited to see. I know Estonian audience have been here before. I know it's a bit tough audience, so it's a good. Yeah.
When you were making the film, did you imagine the audience being international, or did you imagine it more being related to the Greece audience?
Both. I mean, every filmmaker would like to have an international audience for his or her film. We worked in order to have an international audience. Now the international sales are working, having also some distribution in some countries. So I hope this is only going to be the start of this.
Let's hope so.
Mm.
So getting to the movie, one of the main topics in the movie is judo, of course. And I was wondering why judo, in the sense that we have a lot of different martial arts movies, mainly kung fu, that is very popular. So from where and why did you get the
Yeah. You said that we have many films with kung fu, many films with karate or Muay Thai or MMA, but we don't have many films with judo. That's a start. I also practiced the judo for many years, from my childhood since the end of adolescence. So it was a sport really familiar to me. And I think that also I had ideas to the ways to show the sport a bit, different and impressive compared to the ways I've seen it before in other films. Of course, there have been films with judo, but there are like not many. Yeah.
how so is the judo scene big in Greece?
No, it's not that big, but it is a sport that has brought medals, Olympic medals in the country, so it is important. But it's not that it's the most popular martial art or something. But it's my sport, so that's enough. No.
So more, what's your relationship with judo, and have you done it already, or did you have to practice it for the movie?
I did taekwondo. That's what I've been practicing for many years, and I learned judo for the movie. Me and the other actors, the other two actors, that they they're actors as well because we have athletes in the movie. And it was really difficult for us, but really exciting at the same time. It's really a difficult sport in a sense that you need to learn how to use specific parts of your body, like your fingertips get sore after the practice, and you getting used to stuff you're not used to. But it was really a fun experience for us.
And if I'm correct, this is your first full-length
Yes.
feature movie, right? How was the experience like to be in a full-length movie for the first time?
Scary? No, scary of course, but super exciting. I was over the moon when I got the role, when I heard who I'm gonna work with, and it was a really safe space for me. Everyone was looking after me. I had a lot of help with everything, with the judo, with the acting. So it's fun. We had a really good time when we were shooting this.
Mm-hmm. How was it working with Vangelis Mourikis? So who doesn't know, then the master in the movie,
Yeah.
because he obviously is someone who has a lot more experience and a lot more movies under his belt. So what was the relationship like with him?
He's a legend, but at the same time, he's so simple as a person, and he you can ask him anything, and he'll come and explain it to you and help you out, give you little tips. It was really helpful working with him.
Did it also kind of help in the movie sense as well? In the sense that in the movie, you know, you're someone who is learning from the master. So
Yes, of course,
and
of
then in
course.
real life, you're
Yes,
also
of
an
course.
actor who's just beginning and then we're learning from him. So that's definitely an interesting relation. But I think Giorgos, you worked with him before as well, right? In
Yeah.
other movies.
This is my third film with Vangelis. He's a friend. He's an actor that supports me from the beginning, and of course, for me, he's the best cinematic actor we have in the country, and I will always want him in my films until he says no. You know.
Yeah. So I think your last movie was now already like 5 years ago or something.
Yeah, yeah,
Six,
6
five,
years
six.
ago. Mhm.
How is it to come back to directing after a break?
Yeah, unfortunately, this is the typical space between films in Greece, and it's really difficult to go faster.
Mm.
So you have to do other things in between films. I mean, in order to stay,
Yeah, so that
fit.
you were an
Or
editor a lot.
yes, I edit a lot. I edit films. I edit TV series. I write films in order to, keep,
Stay in touch.
stay in touch, but also survive. Uh, this is a very big problem in Greece for cinema, I believe, and I don't see a way to change it soon.
This is the big problem in the sense of like getting funding for the movies, or like what's the
Yeah, the whole development takes a lot of time to take the money, to find the money, to do all the procedures. Yeah, it takes a lot of time. And this is, a big obstacle for director in order to develop himself as a director. I mean, to be better and better. But it's life.
Yeah, because we also kind of have that in Estonia. We also don't have director who can make movies, year after year just because we don't have enough funding.
Yeah, but the only way to get better and better is doing films every like couple of years. That's the only way.
So for this movie, you are both the writer and director, and I believe for some other previous ones as well, you are both
Yes.
writer and director,
An editor.
and editor. Has that been a conscious choice, or has that been just, because of the way things are, not finding enough people?
No, I had some certain stories in my mind, so I chose those to work on. If somebody give me, a script that I would like, work on a script of another person. It's not like that I only work with things I've written, but it just happened this way till now. I don't know, it might change in the future.
When you have an idea for a movie, or you know that okay, I want to direct a movie, does it start from a certain specific topic, or does it start from a feeling? How is your progress? How do you get to the final end?
Yeah, it usually starts. I have in mind some certain stops of the journey of a character. Usually the end, the beginning, and a couple of stops in between, and then I start connecting dots, to make a story. This particular one, I had all the story in my mind for some reasons. I don't know, but maybe because the whole thing was really familiar to me. Maybe because it's inspired by films I loved in the past, and I mean sports films of the 80s. But it was a script that I had the whole story in my mind from the beginning, and I wrote it really fast. Also, I mean, in a month I had the first draft.
Can you name any? You said you had a lot of inspiration from other sport movies. Can you name one?
Yeah, it's typical films like Rocky, Karate Kid, Personal Best of the Best. Typical popular films of the 80s. The big difference is that I tried to bring in some, current and relevant themes. To make it more realistic and to have, a tone, a Balkan and even more Greek tone all this.
Mort, when you were preparing for the role, did you watch also any related movies? Maybe
Yeah.
just told you to watch them.
I got a list with
You have a list.
8 movies, coming of age movies, athletic movies, and it was really interesting to me to have the same references he had, because I kind of, when we were shooting stuff, I kind of saw sometimes that he did that differently, or he did that kind of the same way. It was a good reference to have, especially because it was my first job to do.
And preparing for the role, was it really physical? Did you like have to do a lot of exercises and like keep yourself fit for the role, or was it more internal?
Both. We were like in a place for many hours, and I was rehearsing and I was practicing and I was rehearsing and I was practicing. And it was I kind of, when we started preparing for that, I kind of thought that I need to be in a different shape, maybe because Pat is an elite athlete. She tries to be an elite athlete, but after all this practice, I anyway got there in the place I wanted to be. And in the acting part, I had so much help, and it was so much. It was a lot of conversations, a lot of ifs. What would Patty do if that happened to her? So it was a lot of mentally creating an actual person. So when we went there to shoot, it was easy to me in a way.
Before we near the end here, just a question about the title of the movie. It's a very specific title and it's pretty long. Just like anything, it definitely carries some sort of meaning. So, just maybe a comment for people who are going to watch the movie or thinking about watching the movie. How does the title fit into the whole thing?
Well, Patty is the nickname of the main character, Daphne. It's a nickname that comes from her last name, that's Patiri. So Patiri, Patty. And this is a coming of age film. So Patty is all of her childhood. And in the film, in order to succeed, she has to leave Patty behind.
And as a last question, do you maybe want to tell people watching this interview right now who are thinking about going to watch the movie, not why they should go, but maybe a few words about it for people who want to know?
Ah, what I know. I'm why? I don't know, but I'm sure that if they watch the film, they will leave full of emotions. That's a thing I'm sure of. And I think that's enough reason to watch a film, especially today.
I just want to say that if you're an athlete, it's so emotional watching the film because it portrays the life of an athlete, the practice, the kilos thing, and the opponents. It portrays it in a really realistic and relatable way. So as an athlete, it was really enjoyable to watch the movie.
Well, thank you so much, guys, for coming and sharing your thoughts.
Thank you.
And thank you, everyone, for watching. This is all the time we have for today. Patty's Such a Girly Name is premiering today. And we also have 3 screenings in total. So whenever you have the chance, definitely come and check it out.